knocked on the door. It's Saturday morning, it's 8:30, and a mail guy was just here to deliver this fabric for me. I'm gonna open this with you because this is going to be upcoming project bags. So I'm super excited to see this fabric and get this to the shop where my aunt actually sews the bags. And yeah, so let's open this and see how it looks. Let me put the camera over here. But this is so cute. Okay, so I'm really excited about this fabric. I think it's just gorgeous. So hopefully we will get some pretty bags. I think we will have like maybe 6 smaller projects. I think we will have 6 small project bags in every color, and maybe 1 big one in every color. I'm not exactly sure. I think I have enough fabric for 2 big ones and 3 small ones, or 6 small ones and 1 big one, but we'll see about that. And I'm also thinking about maybe doing a few extra large knitting bags or project bags, so that you can actually fit like a big sweater and, you know, enough yarn to carry that whole thing with you. Because I think the large ones that I have right now, I can definitely have the knitting like a big sweater and all the yarn, but then I don't have like room for extra needles and another project. So we're kind of thinking about doing an extra large project bag. So let me know what you think about that. Would you be interested in an extra large project bag? It will look as the large one, but it will just be like half a size bigger. We have some very good friends living just up the street. We have, since the beginning of the COVID-19, we have had them in our bubble because our kids are all friends, the dogs are friends, the grown-ups are friends, and we need to help each other during the normal day and everyday life. We help each other a lot, so we are included in each other's bubble of closest people. And tonight they have been redoing their whole house, or they have been living actually in the summer house for some time, and tonight they're coming over for dinner. So I wanted to make something easy but still really delicious, and I was going to make some Italian food, and I want to make a focaccia bread. So that's what I'm doing today. Usually I make sourdough bread, and I'm actually going to do my own version of the focaccia because I'm still going to use my sourdough. I have that over here. I'll show you that in a second. It's really bubbly and looks really good. So I'm going to use both my sourdough and also some yeast just to make sure that it will be just right. So let's make bread. at the view today. It's just so gray and foggy and miserable. Where's the snow and the Christmas weather and the sunshine? It's a good thing we can make a little sunshine inside ourselves with Christmas music, baking, knitting, coffee, candles. You know the Scandinavian word hygge? That is what we do when the weather outside is this shitty. We stay inside and we light up the candles, make a fire in the fireplace, cuddle up, drink tea, coffee, read a book, knit, watch a movie, and then it's all hygge. Good afternoon, people. This is the first time today I'm actually showing my face. It was not a busy morning because it's a holiday, so I can do everything in the order that I like and I can do whatever I want. But I just felt like tidying up the house a little bit, cleaning, making it more enjoyable for when you're actually off work. It's just so much more relaxing when your house is clean and everything is done. So we're having friends over, as I said earlier. So I am working on my bread. It's looking really good. And Lars just went to the grocery to pick up whatever we need for the pasta dish tonight. So that is all settled. So, you know, everything is like cleared. All I have to do today, except for what I have already done, is I'm gonna wrap some of all my Christmas presents. You know, when you go to the store, they always ask you if you, my hair looks like a mess. They always ask you if you want them to gift wrap for you. And usually I say no because I just feel bad for those poor people working in the store all day wrapping everybody's Christmas presents. That's one thing. The other thing is I think it's rather nice to do it myself. At least I think so for the first 5 gifts, and then I kind of get tired of it. But I don't know, it's a process. I think it's, I kind of get in the Christmas mood when I wrap all these Christmas presents. I don't mind it. So that's what I'm going to do today. At least the presents that are going to Lars's family, because Lars is going out there tomorrow to give them all their presents. And yeah, so I need to wrap those. I just made myself another cup of Christmas tea with the cinnamon apple scent flavor. Scent, is it called? Scent is the smell, right? So flavor, the apple cinnamon flavor. But what we haven't done today, or what I haven't done yet, is open advent calendars. So let's do this. Today is December 19th. Maybe I should say welcome to day 20 of Vlogmas. Today is December 19th. But sweet Petra, she made 2 that says 20 and no one for 19. So I'm just picking one. And I think I'll just pick this one. I'm not gonna spend too much time deciding on which one. I'm just gonna open this one. That is something speckled. Wow, this is gorgeous. Look, it's like a light blue and purple speckled yarn. I really like that. That is so fun. I think I'm gonna use this for like heel, cuff and toe in a pair of socks. Maybe if the rest of the sock is just a solid color, this will be fun. Really like this. I'm gonna put that over here in my little advent calendar wagon. And it's amazing that every time I'm gonna open the homespun house, I never know where I put it, because it's always here. When I open it, I just leave it here on my table, because in real, you know, actually I'm a messy person. I just leave stuff wherever I had it last, I'll just leave it there. So I have to tidy up all the time because I'm such a mess. I don't, you know, I like to keep things clean and nice and in order, but I don't do it automatically. I have to clean up after myself all the time. I'm gonna get the homespun house box. Ta-da! And this one actually has a 19 somewhere here. Yay! This looks really cute. This is also, I'm getting so old, I had to do like this to see. But this is minty, tonal, very nice. Pretty. I'll put that over here with the rest of the homespun house minis. See if my tea is not too burning hot. Ow, way too hot. Look, I usually my vlogmas and sometimes just, no, not my regular podcast, but vlogmas and just day in the lives vlogs. When I do those, they always start with me making myself a cup of tea or coffee or whatever and putting my mug on this little, I think it's called a mug rack. And not too long ago I spilled coffee. Actually I spilled coffee all over the place, over here, over my keyboard and everything. And even on this, and even though I put this in the not in the dishwasher but in the washer, it's still stained. And it's just, even before it got stained, it's just hideous. So I just because I got this desk here and it's just oak, and it hasn't been treated with anything. It's not oiled or soaped or anything. It's just raw oak. So whenever I have a glass or a cup of coffee and I spill something, the wood will just kind of and leave a big stain. So I try to be good and use this. This is so ugly. I need to make another one, and I'm not really good at crocheting, but if you know of a fun pattern or anything that I can make myself a new mug rug, if you want to make one for me, do that. No, don't do that. But I need to make a new one, or buy one, or do something, because this is just, it's terrible. So if you have a good idea, or if you know of a pattern or a nice way to do that, it could be knitted too, I don't know. And see, I put the mug rug over here, but I still have my tea in the opposite side, making another stain. I'm such a mess. I have been working on my Bits and Bobs blanket. I have just added some green. I think I showed you yesterday when I tied the knot. I tie knots. Every time I use another yarn, I'll just tie a knot like I showed you yesterday. There's no way I'm going to weave in all these ends, and it'll hold. It's no problem. I would never do it in a garment because you have that little knot. It's not nice to step on that or have that in a garment. I would just never do that. But in a blanket, it's fine. It's no problem. And I put a progress keeper here somewhere. Here, I got this one from my sister-in-law. She just got me that for no reason one day, put that in the mail for me. So nice. And you can, it really takes a long time. Yeah, as I said, because it's a brioche, so it just takes a little longer. But it doesn't, I don't mind. I'm just going to use all the leftovers from the hats and the mittens and do one stripe at a time. It's good for TV knitting. The only thing with brioche is don't mess up, because you can kind of, I don't know how to rip back and pick up stitches. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if you can. It's really a mess. But I've been working on that, and also I did quite a lot of progress on my sock. I have, yeah, you don't have to do that. I use these light bulb stitch markers because I saw the Crazy Sock Lady do that once, and I really like the idea of keeping track of my progress and knowing exactly how many rows I had before I put in stitch markers for my heel flap. I do the afterthought heel on these sugar socks. And then I know exactly how many rows to knit until I put the stitch markers for the heel flap, and then I know exactly how much more to knit until I decrease for the toe. So not that much left to go. And for these I have kept the toe and the cuff in the same color. I didn't choose a contrasting color because I kind of just wanted to use the skein of yarn. You know, there's 100 grams of yarn in a skein for socks, and I never use the whole skein anyway. So I thought I'd just use as much as possible and then weigh it and see how much I have left for another pair. But I'm totally in love with this colorway, the Eowyn. I don't know how to say that. Eowyn, I think. It's with an E. But I like this white base and all these crazy speckles. I really, really like this colorway. So that is the plan for today. Knit a little bit more. Right now I am watching Chelsea Yarns Vlogmas. I love that. And then I'm gonna go make dinner later when we have friends over. I can't wait. It's gonna be so nice to see them and have a glass of cold white wine and some nice food and talk a lot. You know, they're some of our closest friends and we haven't seen them much for the last few weeks because, yeah, as I said, they've been working on their house. So that's nice. So I think that's it for now. I will take you with me when I cook later if you're interested in my how to get a boyfriend pasta dish. It is the first meal I ever cooked for Lars, and yeah, he hung around, you know, he's still here after we met in 96. Did we really? Yeah, 1996 we met, and we got married in 2000. So we have been married for over 20 years, and I'm not old enough. Yeah, way too old. I just turned 43. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Guys, I will knit and watch my vlogmas and see you later when I go to the kitchen and make my pasta. So I got the focaccia ready. I have some small tomatoes, some rosemary, salt, some good olive oil. And I'm just gonna pop this in the oven in a few minutes when the oven is warm or hot. And I think I'm gonna leave it in there for 25 minutes or so. And then we will see. Can you see the bubble right there? So yeah, I think this looks good. I hope it will taste good.